Well, I was going to shoot this video a couple days ago, right after I got back from doing my trail hike, because I found some fatwood and I kind of wanted to show off my haul and everything, and what I did get. But later that evening, like, I guess it hit me like early in the morning, you know, I started not feeling good, you know, and man, like early in the morning, I was gonna have to go to work that day, you know, but I ended up calling in. But I don't know what hit me. It was like a stomach bug, almost like the stomach flu. Projectile vomit, projectile poop, night sweats, chills. Oh, I was miserable. I mean, I thought, I have not been that sick in a long time. I ended up going to the doctor the next day, and that's what it was some kind of stomach bug that's been going around. And don't know where I got it. Everybody else in the house is fine so far, which is good. And but it knocked me down for about 36 hours. I ended up missing 2 days of work and everything, and I was just miserable. I have not felt that sick in a long time. And me, I hate going to the doctor. I do not go to the doctor for hardly anything at all. And I ended up going to the doctor because I just don't like doctors. I don't like going, you know, if I'm not dying, I don't like going. Well, I thought I was dying, basically. And that's how sick I was. I felt like I was, you know, that sick enough to go to the doctor. But anyway, you know, so I barely even replied. You know, finally yesterday I was able to watch some videos and reply to some comments and everything, because I looked at my phone and I had 66 or 68 comments on YouTube, you know, notifications on YouTube of videos and comments and things like that, and I just hadn't been able to get to them. But I finally got to some of them and all that stuff, and if I haven't watched all of your videos yet, I'll get to them. But today is, you know, about 48 hours later plus, I feel a lot better. Still a little weak, but a lot better than I was. But anyway, I'm going to show you my fatwood haul that I got from out there at the trail hike. Let's take a look at it. Well, there it is. What do you think? You know, I always say there's hardly any pine trees around here, and there isn't. When I went to the lake, there was actually more pine trees there than I had realized that there was. But they were still young, a lot of them still young, still small, not very big. But I was able to find some fatwood. Now, as you can see, you know, it's in there. A lot of this is one of my best pieces, and it's just a small piece. But you know, not all of it is completely fatwood. Now, there's some of it. Well, actually, I think that's my best piece right there. But as you can see, not all of it is all the way through a fatwood. This one right here looks like it's got some rot around it, but it looks like a solid chunk in there. And I'm pretty sure that they're not all the way through, you know, fatwood in the pieces. So, but I got, you know, there's a pretty big piece, but I'm pretty sure that's not fatwood all the way through. It's just not that heavy. But I'm gonna cut into some of this. I mean, some of it looks really good though, you know. And let's cut into some of this. What piece should we cut into? What should we cut into to start a fire with to test out? You want to try this one? It's just a little piece, but it's some dark stuff. Let's cut into this. All right. Now, I like using this knife when I don't have to use my big tops knife without having to chop on. I like to save my tools for when I actually need them, you know. Looks like a lot of rot in there on that side. Here we go. Looks like it's just a chunk of it. There we go. That rotten crap off there. See, that's all that it is. Well, let's use this knife here. It's the one that SC Bushcraft Backwoods sent me. Jeff White handcrafted knife was very cool. Man, this stuff's pretty tough. Rock hard. There we go. It's got a nice smell to it. See if I can get a little better edge on that. There we go. It's pretty dark stuff. Some of that rod off there. So yeah, even though I found some pine trees, it didn't look like there was like just a ton of this stuff around. I'll have to go back and get some more. Look around. I didn't have a whole lot of time when I was out hiking the trail. You know. Stuff gets so resinous, it's almost smooth as glass. Alright, let's give this a try here. Oklahoma Fatwood, y'all. You can hear it sizzling. It's got a good smell to it. The video stopped. I have no idea why. Right in the middle of that burn. Anyway, since that happened, I split some of this other stuff down. A couple pieces. And one of these pieces right here. Let's try this again, because it actually had a pretty decent burn time on it. Not sure why my video stopped. Oh, it's got a good smell to it, that's for sure. Very odd way of cutting it here. Process that down a little bit better. Once I get some of this piece here. It's got a nice color to it. Oh, I can still tell I'm weak though from being sick. It's a little shaky, still a little tired. Yeah, but way better than what I was feeling earlier, a few days ago. Oh my God, I haven't been that sick in a long time. I just don't get sick like that, knock on wood, you know, so just don't get sick like that often. And man, certainly does suck. Anyway, let's get this little pile burning here. There we go. Now hopefully my video doesn't stop in the middle of all this. Yeah, see, you got some good stuff, you know. I'm quite pleased with it. It's not all the way through, of course, but it's got quite a bit in there. And I've got quite a bit here, so some of you Fatwood aholics will be receiving some of this. And like I said, I'll go back for more too. So you guys, Shalisa and Carmen, Peeping Egg, and Shalisa Shell, have been so generous with stuff that they've sent. Even John from Fatwood Projects have sent a lot of Fatwood to me, and I much appreciate it. And I'm going to return a favor because, you know, I have a hard time finding this. And then when I went out, I found out there's actually more pine trees than I thought there was. So, but they were young pine trees. A lot of them. They weren't that big. You know, they just weren't that big. And some had it, some didn't. So, but if I found this, there's got to be more. So I'll send y'all some Oklahoma Fatwood. I'll have to come up with a name for it. But it's got a good smell to it. Pretty color. But anyway, there you go. My Fatwood haul. My first real Oklahoma Fatwood haul. Keep it heavy.